Buzzing kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Nevada's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
Fires to the big fella. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. And, David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Nah, and you need that play.
Motion from the back. They'll go to the fullback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
With the carry. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here comes the option. Now the toss. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Got the back over the middle. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
One of the things I love about this running back, he can run a lot of different types of routes. I like the job on the angle route there, putting his foot in the ground, crossing the defender's face, and making it an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Pettis. Using his legs to buy some time. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Touch pass on the run. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Quickly out to the tight end. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Goes to the option. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
On the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Woodside. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind it.
With the run on 1st and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Scanning the field, it's Pettis. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Sends it back in motion. They're working that left side. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
Well, it's a nice job tackling on defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that 3rd down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
4th and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying out there. A gutsy move by this ball club. The option look. He'll toss it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Man down on the play is the official. Nevada, deep in its own territory, just needs to get some space to operate on 1st down. On the move. Spins away from the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The RPO fire complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And
it just doesn't get more dominant than that. One-on-one, me versus forces you, and there's nothing you can do about it, David. I know that's something you know a lot about based on your time.
Man, fly off the edge, beat the man as quick as you can. There's so many things that have to go right for you to get a sack. To be coming out a little bit later, but you know what? When you win that fast and that clean off the line of scrimmage, that is how it's done at the highest level for that defensive end.
The kick is on its way. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to throw, it's Pettis. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And the defense, got him at the 27.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they can't hook up. And that brings up a 4th down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it.
41, and the offense will take over. 1st and 10.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Gets the back moving. 1 back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Sticks it in his belly. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Well, how about that? They turn around and hand it off to the big fella, and he's able to get the 1st down. Nice play.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll try to get outside. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And this is a really good job of getting on the perimeter so quickly. When you run these tosses, you get away from the big boys. And when you got speed in the backfield, let him do the rest, right? Flip it to him, let him get outside, let him run the football and make a big gain. When you got speed at the running back spot, you definitely want to toss it to him and get him on the perimeter.
Looking to pass, it's Pettis. Unleashes one. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his 1st career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Fires to the big fella. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Nevada trying to keep the drive moving on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Koo. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. He'll keep it himself.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Takes the handoff. It's Koo.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. The ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Nevada will be forced to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nevada! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Eastern Michigan is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Nebraska. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Back to pass, it's Pettis. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Still looking on the move. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Well, that's not Lamar Jackson back there scrambling around. This is a guy the defense felt like if we can get him out of the pocket and flush him, we can get after him and chase him, bring him down. And they did that one pretty easy there, getting the sack.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, in a situation like that where it's 3rd and long, there's not a lot of plays to get that thing completed and keep the drive moving. So you're just trying to buy yourself some real estate and help your punter out.
They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's brought down, but a really bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Out of the gun, the inside give. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Wolfpack might think about being aggressive on 2nd and short. From the shotgun, the inside give. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man. Spins away from the defense. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Nevada comes to the line after getting the 1st down. They'll try the left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
The give to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Off play action. Got a man. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return. To take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
First and 10.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. On the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Pressure coming. He's got it on the outside. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. To the air, it's Pettis. Dumps it to the back. Complete. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
So they couldn't get it done on 3rd down. Now they'll line up in punt formation. And they'll just down it right there. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The give to the single back. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
Just about set to get this 2nd half underway.
Set to advance on the football.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff.
17, and the offense will take over. 1st and 10.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They'll send the back in motion. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. Got enough for the 1st. Turning it on! And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Handoff to the fullback. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Motion from the back. They go to the ground. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He's going to run it. They are on the move. As they pick up the 1st down, they'll spot it at the 28.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Pettis. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. On the option. He'll toss it. They put the brakes on him at the 21-yard line, short of the line to gain, and now field goal or go for it on 4th. They'll send out the kicker here. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. Now the lead is down to 11. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting... James Madison is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 24 to Liberty. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Nice move there. There he goes. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete to the left. That's not going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. They'll run the option. Shakes off the defender. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Breaks into the open. Not enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. To throw, it's Pettis. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
What a great job tackling that time by the cornerback. Out on an island by himself. It's just him and the pitchman one-on-one. The offense is trying to go option. They get it out to their playmaker in space. But this guy is good at covering, and he's good at tackling, and he showed it to you right there.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. A little floater there that falls incomplete. And here comes the punt team.
Number 17, on to kick it away.
He'll take it on the return. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tighter, cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Oh, he's got some space. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Nevada trying to keep the drive moving on 2nd and short. The pull and throw off the RPO. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Here's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. Plows through the defense. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. That'll be enough for a Nevada first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run play action. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break. It's Nevada holding the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. He's got it on the right. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Wolfpack now has its work cut out on 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Daly. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
That is no good. After the miss, the lead still at 11. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They'll run the option. Got the first down and still on his feet. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Still on his feet at the 45. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out on the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open, nobody accounting for him. So you flip it to him quickly, nice accurate pitch out in front of him, easy catch, and then he's able to do the rest. Look at the speed that time on the perimeter by the pitchman, picking up a massive gain for this offense.
And his passing game, they can't get in sync, man. They can't get in rhythm. It seems like all game it's been a struggle. Nice job by the defense, dropping back, breaking on the football, but this offense has to find their rhythm somehow, some way.
He'll ride his man on the option. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's loose down the left side. The 20, the 10. Nevada about to kick it off to get this game started. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you've got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone, mix it up, give different looks, because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Dropping back, it's Pettis. Moves around to clear up the vision. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Now on the option. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long, so they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's got him. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They've picked up a couple of first downs to start this drive, and now 1st and 10 from the 47. Here comes the option. He is going nowhere. Stops at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Goes to the option. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Pettis. They've got the screen set up. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Oh, the attempt is no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. So Nevada's offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today. After the misfire on that 52-yard field goal attempt, they'll put it in play from their own 35. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off the play fake. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This offense comes out clearly wanting to throw the football. Nothing good on first down with incompletion. And how about this? You've got to protect your quarterback. That is priority number one, and they give up a sack on play two.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, he can't hang on. football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Gets the back moving. The toss to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Back to throw, it's Pettis. Here's a heat. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Got him downfield. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it to the back on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He stopped immediately. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Nevada comes to the line facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used catch their physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Looking to throw, it's Pettis. Fires on the move. Finds space on the right. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect and keep the drive going.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll go to the toss. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Give to the fullback. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Those fullbacks are grown men. Those guys are constantly hitting linebackers and blocking the whole entire game. So when you get a chance to give the big boy the ball, it's always, and you know what it is? It's a morale boost for everybody on the whole field. Everybody gets jacked up, and he finally gets to touch the football.
They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
They found a little open space. Unfortunately, it was in the wrong direction. 2nd and long coming up. Wants to go up top. They're setting up the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Fair catch is signaled and made it from the 27-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Turning it on! They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. First play of the period, first down here. On the run, it's Coop. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. The Wolfpack with a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
He wants to change this route. Wants to throw. It's Pettis. Back open in the middle. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. On the option. Now the toss. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
To the air. It's Pettis. Gets rid of it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He'll take a deep shot here. Wideout trying to get it in. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Let's go. The running game on 1st and goal. And he plows his way into the end zone. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A 70-yard touchdown drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. It's complete to the right. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd down coming up after the completion. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. They'll make the stop a yard short of the first down. Nevada will be forced to punt. Wants to return it. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy...
He wants to go deep. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
They'll send the back in motion. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Man, don't complicate things. Give it to the big fella. By the way, the fullback who blocks all the time, does all the dirty work. Hand it to him. Let him plow ahead, Palmer, and get that first down.
Are we in a time warp? Like, what year is this? Is this 1995? We're handing off to fullbacks again. That's a play that is basically extinct now in college football, but I love it because it caught the defense off guard, able to get a nice one.
He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. New set of downs after the completion. The option look. Now the pitch. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Pettis. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
On third down, he drops to throw. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To the air on 2nd down. The sure hands, it's Daly. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Koo. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking to throw again. Finds the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got it behind the line. It's Koo. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Pettis. Rushes on him.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you robbed yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. The give to the running back from the shotgun. There he goes. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Unloads quickly. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Wolfpack, after that big run, might want to see if that just works again. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Nevada, after throwing it in reverse, has a lot of work to do on second down. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And it's right down the boulevard. This is now a 7-point game.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was hoping for something.
20, and the offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Now this offense is back on the field. Rides the back on the option, the give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Pulled down for the tackle.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And that's a great sign for this offense, because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Let's go. On the option, the pitch. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Picked off. What a play to set them up. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Leaves it with the back. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Nevada has it in the red zone. Looking for a gap. It's Koo. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Caught in the backfield. It's Koo. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And that is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Toss to the outside. He's in open space downfield. Turning it on. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. They'll leave it with him. Still running at the 35. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
I'll tell you, this defense and their front 7, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gashed there.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. They'll leave it with the lone back. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Gets the back moving. Back to pass, it's Pettis. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
So close to cashing it in for this offense.
Here we go, here we go. Set on.
With jet sweep pass. Bowls his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Job, you got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Looks as if we are ready to play. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he's coming out of the end zone. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The hand to the running back. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20 and pick up a 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got it in the middle, it's Koo. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his tight end. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Lost to throw again. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He's got it. Everybody stays in their lane well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the offense onto the field again. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Pettis. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Motion from the back. On the option. He'll toss it. Picks up the first down, still moving. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Sends it back in motion. Give to the big fullback.
And the thing I like about giving it to the fullback right away, it hits downhill right now. Very little chance for a ball handling mishap. No fumbles. He secures the football, wraps it up, falls forward, and usually gets positive yards.
They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Leaves it with the back. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And some room to work. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on first down from the 28. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Yeah, and the QB tried to use some touch, let that thing hang up in the air. But when you hang it up over the middle of the field, the defenders have a lot of time to go and try to get it, make a play. A lot of guys near the football. Nice job by the defense being in great position.
To the ground with the back. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Looking to throw, it's Pettis. Fires toward the end zone. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this field goal attempt might just seal the deal by making it a 3-score game late. Absolute shank. Missed it. Missed the field goal. Missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Working the middle. It's complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Wolfpack might think about being aggressive on second and short. Going to the running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And this is going to be in on 3rd down.
Normally, I would say 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the 4th quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it, and more than enough for a 1st down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job of looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. USF is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jim Leavitt, this has not been a blowout. They're up by 7 over Washington State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll operate out of split backs. Back to throw, it's Pettis. Trying to set up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll run the option. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to power their way ahead. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run it.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this 1st down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Pettis. Under fire. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
He makes the fair catch, and Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Hauls it in. Breaks into the open. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the 1st down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. To the air on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Here's a heat. Flushed out of the pocket. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down. And he slides in safely. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Fires into the end zone. And he was trying to pay off his red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Pass to the end zone, caught, a touchdown in the final seconds, and they're just a point away from tying it up.
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
And they'll go for 2 to try to win it right here, and this crowd is deafening, trying to will the stop. The snap sets up the throw. And down goes the quarterback. They tried to take the lead here in the 4th, but were denied. Only 14 seconds to play. The hands team on the field, and it'll come down to this onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why when you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling the close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.